Hello everyone. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a thermal paste replacement on my MSI laptop. Basically, it's been overheating, so if we fuck this up, you now know why there is no more Binding of Isaac streams. That's kind of self-explanatory. But I just got some thermal paste and we're gonna do this. So this will kind of be like a guide slash talk about shit kind of video. But yeah, in my last community post, I kind of said that I will be focusing more on laser engraving stuff because I'm visiting family and all that. And that means that I will be doing more laser engraving shorts, kind of what I was doing like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there. I'll be showing off more designs and all that, and also if you see cats walking around on the ground in the background, that's just because there's cats here. Don't mind that. So yeah, my content will be kind of changing, but it will be the same. There will be no live streams until I get back to more reliable internet, or else I would be live streaming right now because this is the live streaming time. Well, I guess I am kind of an hour late. What time is it? Oh, snap.
10:23.
We're 10:23. Yeah, we're about an hour behind our streaming. We would have ended our stream like an hour ago. So that just says right there how much our content's kind of changing right now. I'll be recording more in the evenings and that. But fingers crossed this goes according to plan. Hopefully we got a good lighting. I'm not sure if everything's lit up perfectly good. Not too sure. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning into my channel and all that. It's been very awesome making content for you and all that. I'm glad you actually do like my content that I do put out and all that. Sorry, I'm just kind of focusing on this. There's a lot of screws just to take off the back. That's just because MSI doesn't want you touching their stuff, even though they have upgradable RAM and all that. The next time you'll see this computer on a dismantling video, it'll be updating the SSD and all that. So stay tuned for that. This will be the most complex teardown video so far. I think I've got all the screws so far. Okay, first off, before you do anything, you gotta make sure it's actually disabled and shut off. Yeah, it's shut off, so we're good to take it off. And you want to actually find this side with all the USB ports and the HDMI and that, and actually lift up from the opposite side, so this side. You want to get your finger in that crack right there. And this will sound kind of rough. Oh wait, never mind, there's still a screw. There's still a screw in there. We're about to rip off a back plate with a screw in it. That's smart. You guys get to see this firsthand because this is all going to be take in one take and no editing. So let's go. Okay. So fingers crossed that there's no more screws in here. Yep, no more screws. I think. Yep. Okay. Now basically you don't want to rip it off. You just want to slide it off kind of like that. It's pretty clean in here because I did dismantle it not too long ago just to clean out the fans and all that. I do have 64 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, which is very nice RAM. Here's my SSD slot, which I do have to upgrade to a 2 terabyte, which I will be doing in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But we are going to be ripping off essentially all this, like this entire back piece right here. We are going to be actually removing. And the reason why I wanted to actually dismantle it from power, make sure it was turned off, was actually because we are accessing the battery now, and we're just removing that. If you're wondering, that's actually just 6 vape batteries just put into one super battery. So if you're like technologically inclined, you can actually repair these. That was a nice little ding I did right on the hard drive, but that will do no good. But now we have to actually go, and I think, yeah, we have to remove these cords right here, and this cord right over here, just underneath the fan. Just like so. And now, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but there's numbers here that we have to follow when putting this back in. When actually taking this apart, we actually don't have to give a shit about any of this. So we can just start dismantling it at any number. So I'm going to show you where the hidden screws are in this thing, because it's kind of a pain in the ass. First off, this screw right here, you want to get unscrew. This is one of the fan screws, essentially. This is going to be, yeah, this is going to be a pain in the ass, because that one does not have magnetism on it for some strange reason. Thank you. Thank you for not having magnetism, screw. Okay, there's one screw, and now I have to kind of separate these, so, there we go. There's a bowl just lingering on the ground. This will be used for my thermal paste. And that one is for my battery. So I'm just going to put that off screen. I'm going to get this screw as well. Basically, you want to do all 4 fan screws, just kind of just get rid of the fan first. You will hear it crack and moan a little bit, but that's just because it was turned on earlier today. So it is still kind of warm. Okay, right here, this is the most painful screw. It's screw number 2. This is actually the second one you have to put in. Right here, you have to kind of wedge those wires over like that, expose the screw, then you can actually unscrew it. This is the most painful screw in the entire laptop, and if you forget that screw, you can fuck up everything. But now that we got all 4 done from the actual fans, now we can actually do the GPU and CPU blocks. So essentially now, okay, the previous owner of this did kind of mess up, and he did kind of screw up the screws. I did notice when he did his thermal paste thing. So hopefully I can actually fix this. That might be a problem. Yeah, this might be a problem. Give me just a fraction of a second to actually see if... Is this a screw? Is this one gonna fit in? No, I feel like that's kind of stripping it. I need a flathead. A 1.5 specifically. Hopefully we got that in here. Yeah, we got 1.5 in here. If you're unsure, always go one size smaller. Oh, apparently that's not working. Okay, that's kind of sad. Is this metric now? Bruh. There we go. Now the screw is moving. Thermal paste must have got hard on there and made the screw kind of stick in a little bit more. So I'm going to have to apply a little bit force. I didn't want to apply force just because my screen's on the other end of this. Okay, this screw right here, this strip screw, I'm going to have to put on a fan because I don't really trust this screw. It's kind of like a pain in the ass. And if you guys know strip screws, they can actually lead to destroying fucking things. Come on, there we go. And there we go. Like, that's how simple that last screw should have been, but just didn't want to go for somewhere. Like, these screws are so simple. Those last two I did must have been like stripped or something. Also, if you're wondering, your Wi-Fi card is extremely small, and this can be found in the DS, Wii, like everything has that extremely small Wi-Fi card. So if your Wi-Fi card is at fault, you can actually swap it out for like a system that you don't use. It's a cool little trick I've done in the past in my old computers. But now we are down to the final two after I get this one removed. Come on. Magnetize, thank you. I don't even know if this is going to be a good video or not. Just a guy dismantling his computer to reapply some thermal paste. Okay. And come on. There we go. Ooh, crap. Come here. Thank you. It went in the wrong bowl, but thankfully the screw is a different color. Now, if I did all screws, there should be how many? 12. Yeah, it looks like 12 in there, so I'm just going to carefully lift this up. This will be the hardest part, and you will know if you fucked it up just by how this all goes. And I don't think I have. It's just really sticky to the old thermal paste. There we go. And there is some cordage there, which I have to bob and weave through. There we go. There's that. This is essentially what keeps my computer cool during the streams and all that. First off, I gotta actually clean this. So I'm just gonna place this up here like so. And I got my eyeglass cleaner here, which has some good alcohol in it. And I got some toilet paper here. Don't judge, because I don't have paper towel at the moment. Just spray that on the paper. And now we just want to clean that off like Vista print. Nice clean. And there's the thermal paste on the paper. I'll spray a little bit more on the paper because that really absorbs that, because this thermal paste is dry. So we want to clean this up as much as we can. It's still pretty dirty. And it's getting there, but we'll move on to the next one over here. Just get this thermal paste off of it. Very nice. Ooh. Stay in your lane, Mr. Fan. Now, that one's being a little bit tricky, and since this is just a copper plate, I don't feel too bad. I need a flathead. There we go. We're just gonna kind of scrape that back nice and carefully, just like that. Then you get this whole clump of old ass thermal paste. Give it a nice little wipe in. I noticed I got some thermal paste inside that thing. Good thing we have the tools. We will use the 0.8 pick tool, and we will pick that out. If you guys are dismantling your electronics without like a big supersized thing like this, or like a decent set of screwdrivers, I'm sad to say that you are doing it wrong and you need the equipment. Because if you continue using the same screw on the same screwdriver over and over and over again, and eventually you strip that screw, you will fuck up. So you want to go down to the lower size and actually try jostle that screw around, actually get it out of there, and actually try succeed. So you don't want to strip your screws. That's why I was changing my bit so much. Okay, we're just going to spray a little bit on the Q-tip, and we're just going to give it a wipe. This is the cleanest I've ever seen this little board, because I've only seen it clean once. Look at that. That thing shines. Okay. I'm just going to spray on the other side. Get all nice and moisturized there. Basically, we just want to make it so clean that you can see all the letters individually there. You don't want to make any fuck ups. And then we'll take our little pick tool here again, and we'll just go around and carefully just fix this guy's fuck up. Like, this guy, the last owner of my laptop, I did buy this off of Facebook Marketplace, and I won't say names, but the last person that owned this laptop, oh god, they said they did change the thermal paste, but they changed it in a way that they like completely almost destroyed the laptop if I didn't look at it in the previous weeks. Like, this thermal paste is still wet, but the stuff on my GPU was wetter than sin. Like, holy crap. Not wetter than sin, but drier than sin. It was completely unreal. Okay, now we're going to go back to the toilet paper. Let's give it a good little cleaning upping. Look at that. That's like crystal clean. Okay. Now, what we got here is thermal paste. I still have to open it up. This is thermal paste meant for my Switch. That does go up to 120 degrees. So this should be useful on the computer as well. If you guys think I'm doing this wrong, please let me know in the comments, because if I am doing this wrong, I feel like an idiot. This is actually my first time doing this. I have done research and looked into videos and stuff. Why is this wrapped within a wrapping? This is like so fucking confusing. Like, do I rip it from up here? Like, where do I rip this from now? I'm confused. It seems like, let's just use the pick and try pick it. Come on. There we go. I hit it. I hit it there. I think I get it. Am I in? Am I in the plastic? Yeah, I'm in the plastic. Nice. Okay. Cool. I just have to twist, right? Cool. And there's the thermal paste. Nice. So now what I'm going to do is actually the blob method, and then I'm actually going to make it nice and whatchamacallit, nice and filled out with this. to do it nice and evenly, kind of like a paint job. If you need more, just apply a little bit more. Just like that. And then just vice versa. Keep on doing it. You don't want to apply too much, because if you apply too much, it can actually lead to damaging your circuit boards and leaking out onto your computer. So it's just like, it's best to kind of just apply it yourself. Nice and evenly, just like you. Now that one's done. I don't see, oh, there's a little bit of a shine right there. Just gotta top it up just like that. Now place a glop right over here. Nice, decent glob. And then I'll put the lid back on the thermal paste. And thanks guys for watching, if you're actually sticking around this long. This is not a live stream, so it's just like, I really don't have any much thing to talk about. We're just kind of dismantling my computer and putting it together in hopes that it will actually work again. Like, it does work, it just overheats the ass like so much. And I'm gonna need to start replacing parts on this computer. So I might as well like make like a little bit of a series about it, show you guys how to kind of do this for yourselves. So if I have to learn about it, I might as well teach you guys how to do it. And then if you guys have to experience this pain, you know how to fix it. But yeah, there we go. Both all thermaled up. Nice little thing going on there. I'm just going to wipe off the remaining thermal paste from my little paddle onto this piece of paper. And we will safely dispose of this. But now guys, we're back on to restoring this now. We get to rebuild. And this is the fun part. If I fuck up any stage of this, essentially, it will not work. So I gotta do like this carefully. Make sure it just lands on it just right. Also, these cords are kind of interfering with me. So I gotta line them up first. There's a little bit of dust there. Just wipe that away. So we're gonna go over. Well, these cords have to go in first. And then we go. Oh. These cords go in. I'm having a little bit of trouble here. Over, under, and then over. Just like that. Make sure it goes underneath that little ledge. Okay. And of course it falls out. That's perfectly normal. Let's just do the big one first. Over, under, and over. Okay. Okay. And then we'll just place these wires inside that. Hopefully, I'm having a little bit of an issue here. Okay. If I was in Linus Tech Tips, I would fast forward that, but I'm not that type of person. Deal with my pain, guys. Deal with it. Like and subscribe if you like my suffering. Oh, come on, get in there. I'm gonna have to use a little little poker, just to do this. Just like that. That was a pain in the ass. You don't know how much of a pain in the ass that was, guys. Guys and gals. Okay. Now that is... everything's down in place. Fans are spinning. Let us go to screwing things in. But now we have to do them in order, so this is going to be the fun part. Sure this is the right size. Yep. Okay, number 1 is right here. So we're going to put number 1 in. And please note that, was that the right screw or was that a completely different color screw? I don't know. I am brain farting right now. No, it seems right, I think. But yeah, we have to put these in the right way now, in the right order. If we don't do that correctly, the computer will not work properly. Number 2 was over here. So just try to get it in with the one with the magnet tip, because this one is a kind of a pain in the ass. And we've lost it. Nice. And okay, it's coming out the side right there. Just gonna try this again. Can you turn on the air conditioner, please? It's kind of getting hot in here. Thank you. Put this one in. Just like that. Guys, this fucking weather is just unfucking real. Like, it's so fucking hot. Number 2 with a side of salt. We're practically almost done here. Now we gotta find number 4, which is... oh wait, we just did number 4, so number 5. Now we're doing the fun ones. Don't want to do these too tight because they will automatically tighten when the computer is on. I noticed that because when this computer is running at about, I would say 80 degrees Celsius, it expands its heat. It expands some stuff, yeah. That's pretty cool. Bounced out of the tin and into the computer. Did the screw fall down? Oh, the screw's on that. Okay, never mind. I have not lost a screw yet. I am smart. This is doing actually pretty good. This is like way faster than the first time I did this. The first time I did this, just cleaning out my fans took like an hour and a half. I haven't even actually looked at how long my phone's been recording this, but hopefully you guys are entertained and you still are here. If you are, that's awesome. I don't know if we should introduce like a special keyword, like if you made it to this certain part of the video, say apricots or some shit in the fucking chat. I don't know. Like, have we reached that status of YouTube popularity? I don't know. If you have made it this far, say great thermal paste installation or some shit. I don't know. I'm not even making a script for this. This is being done because it has to be done, and I'm documenting this so you guys will know why I'm not doing Binding of Isaac gameplay. So if this fails at the end of the video, you'll know why. You'll know why. But fingers crossed that this will work. I have a lot of high regard for this, that it will. And the last screw of all this. Nice. Well, not the last screw of the whole thing. We still have like 10 more to go, but this is the last screw of the actual radiator system, which is kind of cool. We'll just get rid of that thermal paste off of that. I'm just going to plug the fans back in. Click. I actually pinched my fingers, so I'm just going to push that one back a little bit more. And for some reason this isn't wanting to plug in. There we go. Now it's in. Push that down. Fantastic. Now we're going to go down and grab our battery here. And we're going to slide it in. And then once the battery is in, we will move on to the back plate again. But yeah, we're actually doing pretty good. That was a pretty clean installation. No minor mishaps so far on my part, except for those strip screws, but those are easy replacements on Amazon, and I didn't fuck them up any more than they were. Wait, is that broken? Or is that just built that way? I'm confused now. Is that broken or built that way? It seems to be built that way. Okay. Just looking at my internet ports, it looked like it was broken, but it actually seems to actually look that way, so I'm not complaining, I guess. So that was click clack, and that's, yeah, like I was wondering why that was like that, but it actually looks like it's supposed to look like that, so I'll stop complaining. I'll stop being a bitch. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you got this far, I hope this was educational for you guys. I know I'm not much of a teacher, but with my dyslexia, I learn visually, so this might have taught someone kind of somehow. I don't know. If I was watching this video, it would have taught me how to do this, because sometimes when I'm watching like tutorial videos, I'll watch it on mute, so I don't even have to get like clusterfucked with the person talking. So if you're watching this on mute and you have captions on, right on you, man. GG's. And thank you for the support. But yeah, that's just kind of how my brain works, is just I'm more like a visual learner. I don't explain things unless it's like more, what is it called? Like suited to more me, I guess. I don't fucking know. That was an interesting sound. Nice little click. I guess it was just snapping into place. But yeah, I kind of have a hard time learning and shit, but visual learning is just kind of more my thing, I would say. So like, if you learned something from this video, fucking right on. But if you didn't and you just watched this just to watch a man disassemble his computer and hope to God that didn't work, that's okay too. I'm perfectly fine with that. Content's content. And if you guys are looking for new content, well, there's Variety Channel right here. We're doing all sorts of things. We're fucking playing video games. We're doing laser engravings. We're repairing my fucking laptop, for fuck's sakes. Like, you don't see fucking Ludwig doing this. You don't see Markiplier doing this shit. You don't see anyone else doing this. So, like, that's a bonus in your guys' playbook, I figure. So if you're looking for, like, oh my god. Well, you guys just missed the fucking stupidest thing, but a cat just fell from the sky.
His brother.
Oh. We had a sacrifice. That's what happened. I just lost a screw, I think. I don't know. I'll just keep on going. And if there's a screw in between my legs, then there's a screw in between my legs, and we'll deal with it when the time comes. But yeah, hopefully we do have all the screws. I know I don't have all my screws. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I felt it. There it is. Back of headshot. I hope you enjoyed that. High definition, ultra 4K, fucking back of headshot. Probably looked like shit too, I'm sorry. I am incredibly sorry. Hair reveal, I guess you could say. Even though you guys know what my face looks like. Even though half you people don't know what my face looks like. It's like... Okay. It's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know where my fan base sits at. It's just like, it's 50-50 perfectly on videos and shorts. I'm just like, what are you guys actually interested in? So, if you guys want to make fun of the shorts fan base without them knowing, I guess you can do that, but I wouldn't recommend it. But it's just fucking unreal just how you guys are split 50-50. How 50% of my fan base watches my shorts and 50% will actually watch my long form videos. But in the long run, only 1% of all viewers is actually subscribed, and over 98.2% is not subscribed. So if you actually got this far, please subscribe. That would be awesome. I know that was a bad fucking self-promotion, selfless self-promotion area, but we're getting near the end of the video, and I gotta say something like that, you know? We're down to the final 2 screws. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Next thing you know, Moist Critic will be kicking down the door and going, hey, nice gawk. That'd be thanks, Charlie. I'm gonna place a restraining order on your ass, mate. Who invited you? You're like, I invited myself. I'm like, nice. But yeah, guys. That would be all screws in place. Now, let us see if this fucker actually boots on. It probably won't boot on because I need the power cord and I need to fucking... Yeah. So that will be part 2, I guess. Okay guys, we are back. I plugged it in. And would you look at that? It's booting up. Now I will go and check out the stats once it boots up. Upon checking, it seems like we are down to 58 Celsius, and I have to swap just quickly wherever my mouse went, right there. And 32. That's pretty good. But yeah, that worked. If you got this far, remember to like and subscribe, and thanks guys for watching. I hope you liked all this, and rock on. Raceland Walker out.